Okay, hello, my friend. Hopefully that you are doing great. So in this lesson, I want to say you a very interesting things in this course that how can we record a video while we start our testing. So even it's interesting, but maybe you can ask yourself that it's worth to do something like record a video while testing. Yeah, it is. Let me tell you why. For example, you have some very important function and you want to make sure that after you test it, and then when you see the report or something like that, you want to see just some of the video about those important functions, right? Or sometimes you just want to debug something. So besides, we have the screenshot that we already knew about that. We can create some video to record some mobile screen video or something like that, and then we can watch later. It's very awesome, right? So let's try to create a new test class under the package API learning package. So in this case, I want to create with the name something like record video, something like that. So just like before, I just want to create a main method, and inside the main method, first things first, we need to list all of the things that we need to do. It should be easier for us to not get lost. Okay. So first thing first, we will create, or maybe you just simple put something like init the session with appium server. And then what I want to do that we can try to do something for the test to simulate the real user action. Okay. And then before we do it, I think we need to start recording, right? Start recording. And after we do that, we need to stop recording. And then finally, we save the recorded data to system, something like that. Okay, so those are steps that we need to do. So how to init the session? So I think we don't need to remind about this anymore. So we have appium driver equal new appium driver, right? No, I think we have appium driver dot get appium driver. So in this case, no, sorry, appium driver here, and we need to specify mobile element here. Okay, so this is the appium driver. Now we start recording. So how can we start recording? So first thing first, we have a class named the can record screen. So if you put something like can record screen here, you see it's come from our Java client here. So you hit enter. So what we need to do that we need to cast our appium driver to can record screen class. Okay, so we put something like that appium driver here, and at the end we need to cover it by double parenthesis here. Okay, and then we call start recording screen. Okay, that's it. So this is the way we start recording the screen. Now I just want to do something like, let's say I want to input the username and password, right? So we have something like set value here before. Okay, so maybe I will copy all of the thing in the step how to, go to the login form, input the username password, and then click on the login button, something like that. Okay, and here I just paste here, and now finally I will stop stop recording. So we just need to do something like this one, just copy this one, but now I will call the method stop recording, stop recording screen, and this method will return for us a string. Okay, it will return for us a string. Actually, it will be base 64 data, I think, for the video that we already have. So I want to keep it as a string. In this case, string video, or you can name it video data. Okay, and then we will have the video here. Now I want to save the video data to the system. Okay, so how can I do that? Now I want to convert the the video data to an array of byte. Okay, so I want to have something like byte, an array of bytes. So in this case, I call it decoded video equal, and now I will use the base 64 from java.util here, and then I call the function get my decoder. I think, yeah, this one. And then I will call the decode function, and I will input the video data here for it. So I will have an array of byte for the decoded data base 64 here. And after that, I want to create a directory to store video. Okay, I already have something here because I already did this. So let me try to delete this folder. Okay, delete this one. Now what I want to do that I will save. So I want to create a directory first. So I want to have a path for it from java.neo file here. This path will be something like maybe test video directory. Okay, equal. In this case, should be from the path from java.neo.file. And then I call the get methods. In this case, I want to get the local the current directory of this project. So I will call system dot get property. In this case, I want to call something like user dot directory. Okay, and then I will plus with slash video. So I want to specify this will be the test video directory. Now I want to create this folder. So in this case, I will call files. Files. I think this will come from java.neo.file package again. Dot create directories here, and then I input the test video directory here. So let's see, create directory. I think we need to have something like a try catch here in this case. So I want to put something like I want to put all of the thing here in the try catch block. As I mentioned before, when we interact with some file system, we actually need to put something like a try catch here. So I just want to catch a general exception. In this case, I will just print out print stock trace. That's it. Okay, so we can put in the logger later. Okay, paste it here, create directory. Okay, so in after that, what I want to do that I will want to specify a test video file before I actually write the data into that file. Okay, so I will specify another path, and in this case should be test video file equal. So I will do the path again, and then now I will get the folder first, right? Test video here.toString, and then the second one that I want to have something like the file name. So in this case, I want to use the string dot format, and I will format so we can have some name like, let me try to explain here. So maybe I will have some name like test, and then the day here, and then dot mp4 format. So I will format it as something like percentage of, let me think, percentage of string, right? And then we have a hyphen here, and then percentage of d for number, and let me think, we have the dot, right? And then percentage of the string again. Now, in this one, we will have something like, so we have the test here. The second one will come from system .gs current. I think we can have something like yes current. I remember we have something like system get current or current yeah, here current time in millisecond here, and then the final one should be MP4, right? MP4 this is the rewrite type is string, but provide the long one. So I think percentage string percentage D in this case, and then maybe we don't have any system here. Do we have the toString here? I don't think we have the toString here. Let me try to enter to the new line to see. Okay, let me try to have the semicolon here first. So we have string. I think we are missing something here. So the path here, okay, let's try to read again. Okay, so path.get test directory string. Okay, so this is the first one. And the second path, the second part is string.format. And then we will have, okay, I see. This is why. Okay, put parent exists here, and here we go. Everything is okay. Now, the final step that I will write the video data to the test video file location. So I use the files dot should be right here, and the path and the data. So it should be test video file. So I just want to rename to, let me try to refactor to something like that, video file location. Okay, and then it should be the decoded video. Okay, so if everything goes smoothly, so at the end we will have a video with the name something like test and the dates here, and then .mp4. Okay, so now try to start the appium server first and try to click on the main method and select the run button here. Okay, go back to the appium server to see whether it send the desired capability to the appium server. Here we go. Okay, let me open the Visor application here, and then you can see what's going on the device. Okay, input username. Let me see. Cannot be cached to the appium. So this one cannot be cached to screen recording. I see. Okay, so I think we need to. Okay, I think we need to adjust some logic here. Let me think. So actually, the utility class will return for us an appium. Let me see. It will return for us an appium driver here with a mobile application, and then we want to cache is to. So in this case, okay, let's try to have something like maybe Android driver. I think we need to adjust a little because we cannot cast something to the abstract here. So let's just go back. Okay, go back to the appium driver extension class here. Okay, and then let me see. So we have appium driver here, and finally we will return an appium driver here. I want to adjust something. Just let me think a little. We cannot cast something like this one, right? So this one is the appium driver. Okay, just try to do one thing first. So in this case, I don't want to return the appium driver. For example, let me try to return the Android driver. Okay, Android driver, and at the end here, so appium equal new Android driver. Okay, so here I have something like Android driver. In this case, Android appium driver, get appium driver. Okay, should be Android driver. Just try to rerun it, okay? Because I just want to explore whether when we change to the concurrent class, so because appium driver, as I remember, should be abstract class or something like that. But anyway, let's try to explore first, and then we can come back to the appium driver extended class, and then we can handle whether we test on the Android or iOS later. Okay, so just open the Visual app here. Okay, and then everything is now perfect. But I just want to check whether we have the video here. So you can see we have the video here, right? So let's try to review in Finder here, and then I want to open with the VLC application here. Let me try to open it. Okay, it's so quick. It seems something wrong there. Let me try to review in the Finder again. Where is it? Here. And then let me try to open with QuickTime Player. Open. Okay. So you see, we could record a video, but I just want to come back in this case because what I want to do that in this case, you see, we return Android driver, so it's not good, right? So appium driver extended here. So what I want to do that I will try to return something like the Android driver or the iOS driver, right? So get appium driver. In this case, I want to have something like let me think. So this is Android, right? So it makes sense in this case. Let me try to refactor this one. Refactor rename. Refactor rename. So I want to rename something like yes, Android driver. Okay, refactor. And then I want to have another, if you test on the iOS, we can have another utility function like yes iOS driver. So we have something like iOS, I think iOS driver here. But we are not going to test the iOS driver in this tutorial. So I think we can change the get Android driver here, and then we actually return the Android driver. It should be good enough for us, and then we can avoid some casting issue here, right? So let me try to do something like appium driver dot start recording here, so we don't need to cast here again, right? So we just need to put start recording screen directly here, And for example, if we go to the testng lesson, when we use the testng framework, we actually can specify the platform we test, and then I will tell you again how to handle to return correct the concurrent appium driver as that selection. Okay, but at the moment, just try to do what I have just done here. You return the you can change the method's name or not, but in this case, I just want to change to get Android driver, and instead of returning an appium driver like before, so as I remember, appium driver is something like here, yeah. So the Android driver will extend the appium driver here. So Android driver actually is the concurrent class from the appium driver. So appium driver is the parent class. So if we use directly something like appium driver, and then we want to use something like record a video when we test the application, we will face some issue related to casting issue. Okay, so we can return something like that. Here we just need to change Android driver here, and we just create a new Android driver, and at the end, so this is the appium driver. Let me try to refactor to Android driver here up. Okay. Okay. Just have a mistake. Put it here. Place it here, and finally we return the Android driver. That's it. So anyway, at the end, we could record, a video for your testing. So I just want to summarize a little. So we need a session with appium server. So before we start all of the thing for our test, we need to start recording first, and after that, we need to stop recording this method. Okay. And then we can specify, we can get the, you see, when we stop recording, it will return the string. Actually, it will be the data, base64 data from the video, and then we can try to decode to byte, an array of byte, and then we just need to specify where we need to set and what is the file name, the location, and then we use the files class here from java.neo.file bucket, and then we call the method write to write the decoded video data to that file location. That's it. And yeah, try to explore a route, and bye for now, and see you in the next tutorial or the next lesson. Okay, bye for now.